Yeah, we are. We're live. Hello, hello, hello. Hey guys, what is up? This is Livy Igor coming live from London. If you guys are watching on a replay, drop me a hashtag style. Y'all know the drill. I help the multicultural, multi-ethnic to brand on social media and also to earn at the same time. So if that is you and you're wanting to earn extra income by maybe it's 500 euros or 500 pounds to 1,000 pounds, it's absolutely, you can do that. Just drop hashtag hybrid. TikTok, I'm going to leave the live on Insta, Facebook, and YouTube so you can watch it there. Today, I'm really excited. Sasha, how are you? I love Kiara, Samantha, Jonathan, tu vas bien? What's up, Kiara? Okay, so I want to jump on today about talking about the book, the book from 50 Cent, which is Hustle Harder, Hustle Smarter, right? Now I know the hustle harder, hustle smarter. I have the Audible, so I don't have the book with me, but I like listening to things. And I purchased it when I was in Italy about 2 years ago, or was it maybe 3 years ago, maybe 2 years ago. And I love the book. And so I thought I would share that with you because I just really do believe that sometimes, let me just put on my Wi-Fi, sorry, Facebook. I really do believe that sometimes listening to books is like also the audible. Like you need the visual, but you also need the audible. So I want to share a couple of things. And why did I name it Heart of a Hustler from 50 Cent? Is because hey Seal, because I really do believe the heart, everybody is a hustler at some level. Regardless if you think you are one, if you're not, I really do believe we have this ignite. If we were committed about something, we would run for it. Oh, thank you for the follow, my love. And I know some of y'all be like, yeah, but I don't want to hustle. Like hustling is not my thing. If I told you today or tomorrow, if you brought me 5,000 pounds or 1,000 pounds or 500 euros, and I told you right now, you need to give it to me and then I'll give you your child back, you would find the money. You'd be a hustler in the streets, right? Hey, Yana. I really do believe we are at it, but at a certain level. And anyways, the book from the Audible from 50 Cent is a really good one. If you guys don't know, 50 Cent is a rapper. I've loved his music. He's really good. I'm not that much into rap and stuff, but I really do love listening to books that are easy to munch. And I hope this is going to help you out. So I'm going to give you 3 things for you guys to be able to munch on so you can have the heart of a hustler. Because I really do believe everybody has a heart. You guys all have a heart. The heart is here. I had to double check and see if like my heart was on the right way. Hey Camila, it's was here. TikTok. I'm gonna leave the live on Insta, Facebook, and YouTube so you can watch it. And YouTube so you can watch it there. Same handle. So number 1, you need to embrace and evolve. Number 2, you need hard work and dedication. Number 3, you need commitment. In order for you to be the better version of you, you need those 3 things. Now, how am I going to go and explain these 3 things? Let me just give you a minute. Some of y'all probably thinking and be like, yeah, but I'm not one. I haven't started like that. You can become it, right? If you guys know 50 Cent, he grew up in the streets. His mom was a drug addict because she was trying to provide for her family. But she had him, I think it was at 12 or 14. She died at the age of 4 or 6 when he was 4 or 6. And since then, he's always been hustling. Okay. Now, why am I sharing this? Because I really want you guys to understand that if you do embrace this, it's going to change your life, right? So embrace and evolve in every situation that you do, in every situation of your life. Have you ever been faced where you've had to evolve? You've had to jump ship. Maybe, I don't know, the career that you started with, me as a fashion stylist, I started as a fashion stylist and an image consultant. I still do it, but I don't do it 1,000% as right now, where I serve, I help you grow, I recruit, we sell, right? For example, my dad started as a civil engineer and then quickly jumped into civil engineer. He did the MI6 building, the Stansted building, and now he's in retail consultancy. Hey, Kat. Right? You're always going to evolve in every way. Hey, African Jill, right? So you're never going to be the first person. Curtis Jackson, 50 Cent, he started as a rapper, but now he's also a entrepreneur. He's also he sells, I think he ventured with vitamin water, sold that for a couple of millions, and now is also a producer for movies. Like, what if you could decide right now on what you're going to do? And maybe in 6 months, maybe in a year, maybe in 7 years, maybe in 4 years, you're going to shift and pivot into something. So as a heart of a hustler, that's what you need. You need to evolve and you need to embrace. But as you're evolving and you're embracing, and as you're embracing and evolving, there's something that you guys need to have, which is carrot characteristics. I was like, I can say that word. I clearly cannot say that word. You're going to have characteristics. Anyways, let's bring it to skills. Okay, I can't say it. Skills. In order for you to be the better version, for example, for me showing up on social media, I had to get better at skills. I had to get better at listening to people. I had to get better at understanding who I have in front of me. I had to get better at understanding what is the pros, what are the cons, right? So Sasha here says, yeah, my skills were to be a better speaker. There you are, better speaker, meaning that you show up more on social media, meaning that you go live. Today, you can put me on stage. Yes, will I still be scared? Absolutely. But I can still talk. I can still own the stage because I practiced in the dark what I said I was going to do, right? So, for example, and I'll give you this: embrace and evolve, right? No, you know what? We're not going to jump into it. I'm going to bring to the second point, which was hard work and dedication, which I really do believe everybody has. Hey, Rachel. Hey, Natalia. So, how can you bring the hard work and dedication? You only do the hard work and dedication when you convince or when you know that what you're doing, when you're putting the effort, that it's going to pay off, right? I always say when I was working as a sales assistant, I always remember when people would just leave the job very easily, or as a waitress, people would leave, right? Maybe you guys have that. Maybe we know people that have started a business and then have let it go. It's because you're not dedicated to the work in order to get better. And I think this generation, this year, or the last couple of years with COVID, it's just become a lazy sort of generation. Now, why am I saying this? Because I've worked in retail. I'm the sort of person, I'm a millennial. So meaning that if I went to a nightclub the next again day, you best believe I'm going to work, even if I only had like 1 hour sleep or if I had no sleep at all, right? The other day I went from Miami, and I still remember, remember New York, when I went to New York for like 2 days. And then I came back, and at the time as assistant manager, I went straight on shift because I was dedicated to working hard and just getting and dedicated onto what I was supposed to do. Because what I say I'm going to do, I'm going to finish it. Which is my question for you guys. What are you guys doing? TikTok, I'm going to leave the live on Insta, Facebook, and YouTube so you can watch it there, because I know I'm not going to leave the live, right? But the hard work and dedication comes when you're committed to something. I always say I don't half-ass things. Excuse my English, excuse my French, but I do it all in. I'm either all in or I'm not at all. You're not going to get 50. You're not going to get like 30% of myself. I say I'm going to do CrossFit. I do CrossFit. I say I'm going to go live every single day. I'm going to go do live every single day. I say I'm going to sell a certain amount. I say I'm going to sell them. Even if it does not happen or does not get to that target, I say what I'm going to do. So what are you saying to yourself, Nuna? What are you saying to yourself, Joy? What are you saying to yourself, Kiara? What are you saying to, hey, Jason, what are you saying to yourself? That you're going to be committed to everything that you're going to do. And in the book of 50 Cent, even though he says hustle harder, hustle smarter, you got to embrace and evolve the way you're heading, right? I can talk, for example, for Jason, because he had to evolve and change with his dancing career, right? When COVID hit, he had to figure out ways of how to be able to still produce, but at the same time, still show up and have people know that he's still in business, right? Just like me selling my supplements, same thing. I'm still in business. I'm going nowhere. When I was talking to a friend, because she was like, oh, I haven't talked to you like in a year. And she's like, so what are you up to? I'm like, there's nothing really new. I mean, I'm selling the same shit. I'm doing the same thing. And excuse my French, but for you guys to understand, yes, yep, you agree, is I'm selling the same thing. I'm still selling. I'm still recruiting. It's boring, but I still love it. But I get better at my craft all the time, right? So that is what I want you guys to understand is, number one, you're going to embrace evolve. 2, you're going to do the hard work and dedication. Number 3, in the 2 is the skills that you guys are going to learn. What are the skills that you guys need to get to the other side, right? I'll take the example of, hey, Helen. For example, for me, showing up on social media, although I could tell Jason, I could talk about Samira or Sasha, or even Mike, you were probably, or maybe watching this, doesn't matter, maybe you can relate, is I was a personal trainer at first. Well, I wasn't, but let's take, for example, Mike. He's a personal trainer, right? He was a personal trainer at first. He had to get skills to build an app for people to be able to work out. Then he had to also get clients and customers. He had to learn new skills. What are the skills that you're needing? Hey, Kay, hey, Denise. And that's when you have to evolve. And I really highly recommend the book Hustle Harder, Hustle Smarter, 50 Cent, because he really tunes in and dials in how he made it from being in the streets, from selling illegally to selling legally, but also understanding that you need to embrace and evolve. You need hard work and dedication, and you need commitment. And I know it's like, hey, it sounds boring. Oh, my love, you can listen. Absolutely. I know it sounds boring, but once you've understood that, you're unstoppable. I could talk to you all day about my company. I could talk to you all day about my supplements. I could talk to you all day about styling because it's something that I've lived it and I'm breathing it. Because I'm committed, because I speak what I say. Jason wouldn't be the number one in what he's doing in his agency in Dubai had he not been showing up every single day. His experience of him doing the Lion King in the Netherlands has brought him into connecting with awesome people that today he is the GOAT. But who are you, Danielle, to be the GOAT? Who are you, Julie, to be the GOAT? Who are you, Jay, to be the GOAT? Who are you, Lux, to be the GOAT? I will tell you, in terms of like branding in network marketing for the supplements, I'm the best. Like the premium nutritional supplements, I'm the best. Why? Because there's no one like me. There's only one. But my belief is so strong because I know my worth. Thanks, love. I haven't redone my hair yet. Not yet. We did the nails. My nephew was like, I want colors. I'm like, rainbow colors, is this fine? He's like, yeah, that's cool. So hopefully things you do for my nephew, whoever's saying me likes, I appreciate it. Things you do for nephews and nieces, I mean, whatever. That's another level. Jason, we can talk about it because we would move mountains, earth, everything to shape the whole world, right? Danielle, I haven't seen you in such a long time. How are you, love? So I want you to understand because the heart of a hustler just means you're just convinced, you're convicted about what you're supposed to do. And nobody can take that from you. Nobody can take it from you. You could be the best mom. Nobody can take that from you. You can be the best auntie, uncle. Nobody can take that from you. Because you know what? You're anchored in your belief. Number two, you're not going to tell me what to do. Because I protect my mind. I protect my ears on what I want. You guys know I talked to you about this. I said, the next person I'm going to meet, I'm going to marry. This person the other day laughed at me. She's like, how'd you know? Like, you're not even looking for somebody. So how's the person going to find you? And that's not my problem. If you know I'm a believer, God has already figured that out. But my level of conviction is because I decide my words have so much power that I know exactly what happens. I still remember. I'm going to tell you this story. Back in the day, I used to work in retail, right? Now, my words are so sharp. My words are so powerful. So like when I say something, I've got to make sure my mouth shuts up. Because if I open it, it will just do that, right? I hope it's me. Hope it's whatever I said. I'm sure it speaks to you, Jessamine. So here comes. So we have this thing basically in retail. If you guys don't know, we get customers that don't want pieces, right? And so we have to do a refund. Now the refund goes back to the company, which is not something. Even though we don't represent the company, it still goes back to the company. It's like we don't like it. Okay, anybody that's done retail, you guys know. I know, Kay, you've done retail, so you know. You know, when you get people like, I don't really want it, or my dog doesn't like it, or my boyfriend doesn't like what I'm wearing, so whatever. Anyways, you get all kinds of stories, okay? And so I was at the back because I was doing something. And as assistant manager, there's things that I can authorize, and there's some things that I don't authorize, okay? And there was I think a customer was wanting to come back with like £1,000, €1,000 of products worth, right? And if you can understand, like £1,000 means that you're going to be minus in your inventory, even though you have a target to hit, right? So we don't want that. Nobody wants that, but whatever, it doesn't matter. Customer is not necessarily right, but that's another story for another day. Anyways, for some reason, if we didn't process it at the till that we had, we would be able to rebuke it in some way, shape, or form. I'm not going to go too much into story. Anyways, so I come out because one of my colleagues was like, look, we can't, could you say something to the customer, whatever. The till was working. I just wanted to make up this story that the till was not working. TikTok, I'm going to leave the live on Insta, Facebook, so you guys can watch it if you can't like tune in right now. Anyways, I walk around. I go up to the customer and I say, yeah, unfortunately, we just can't take your we can't take the process because our till is not working. It was working. It's just I didn't want to process it, so it was not working, right? And I was working for like this massive, big, this huge fashion brand. Anyways, so the customer, I say, look, you're gonna have to go somewhere else and get the stuff and figure it out. I'm sorry, we can't process it until it's not working, but it's working, but it's not working. I kid you not. 2 minutes after the customer left, what happened? The till did not work. When I tell, and you probably were like, but now that could have been like, it was working 5 minutes before. It was clearly working 5 minutes before. But when I said it was not working, they absolutely did not work. That's why I'm telling you guys, my words are so sharp. So when I tell you something, it's going to happen. I don't know when, but it will. And so I want you guys to also have that belief within you. How do you build the belief? Number one, you got to embrace and evolve. Everything that is coming to you and people are attacking you with, override it. It does not matter. I think the other day somebody was telling me, I think I got like a bunch of no's in my business. And I was like, you know what? It does not matter. Because in my mind, I'm like, I'm gonna look for the next person. And I think I got like one yes out of like the amount of no's that I got, right? Number two is I want you to protect your ears. So as in the hustler of what in the heart of a hustler from 50 Cent, I want you to embrace and evolve, but I want you to add the hard in work and I want you to close your ears. Listen to worship music, listen to things that are not negative. I know you guys love Chris Brown. I love Chris Brown, but there are some things I cannot listen to. I want you to protect your ears. Can you listen to maybe worship music or, lofty music or whatever that is? You said the next person I'm going to marry. That is why I said, and I hope it's me. Okay. No, wait, you're married. Yeah, you're married. Oh, well, we can read together. Okay, I got it. You know what your brain sounds like? My brain is so fast that right now it is like 8, it's 9. 20 minutes ago, I didn't have any energy. I was like, no, I'm not going to go live. I wasn't able to go live yesterday. You know what? Energy moves where energy goes. Anyways, does not matter. I love you, Jesseline. So I want you to, so how do you protect yourself? How do you get into the fact of the situation, the matter of somebody, maybe not screaming at you or, things not working out for you? Always go back and say, things are working out for me. Things are working out for me. It may not be right now. It's not working out for me, but it does not matter. It will work out at some point. I know it's like the full moon. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of emotions, a lot of everything. But I will tell you, I live on a delusion little planet at this point. My life right now is so fluid that if you looked at my circumstances, you'd probably be like, how are you still calm? Because I choose. You can't be mad and you be happy at the same time. It does not happen. You can either be happy or mad. Choose hard. Yes, it's hard to be single, absolutely, when you were supposed to get married to the guy you thought that you loved. But after 7 years, he's like, look, I just don't want to date you anymore. And I just don't think we have anything in common. Yes, it hurts. Absolutely, it hurts. But I choose to say, no, what? No. I choose that the next person is going to be the right one for me. Right. That's why I love you. I love you too. Right. So I really want you guys to understand you get to choose who you want to be. You get to choose who you decide to be. Right. The heart of a hustler doesn't mean you have to hustle all the time. It has to like grind and you got to do it all the time. And hey, Dan, hey, AB, and everybody, sorry, on TikTok that's tuning on. I'm not even like acknowledging you. I'm so into just like getting into. I want you guys to choose. You said you choose you. You choose yourself. It's hard to be single. It's hard to have someone. Let me tell you this. It's hard to have a deal. It's hard to not have a deal. It's hard to eat. It's hard also not to not eat. Do you understand the dichotomy of like the difference? And I know that when you choose yourself, you put the mask of oxygen first on you. When you're in the airplane, they say, everybody attention, please, with the lines. Exits are here at the back. You got the whistle, blah, blah, blah. Like, put the mask on for yourself. Put the mask on first for you, then serve everybody else. I know sometimes we say, yeah, but you got to be the last one to eat. Yes, as a leader, you got to be the last one to eat. But you got to put yourself first in position to say, you know what? This is me. Hey, Kevin. Hey, Liana. This is me that I choose to decide. This is me who I want. Hey, Phoebe, this is me. I decide to put myself first. Then I can give the rest of the bread to everybody else. Because if you fill your cup first, the rest is easy. If you've got the layout of who you're supposed to serve, who you're supposed to do, right? That's why I say in my business, there's 5 different little steps that we have. You got to decide on who you are, right? You got to decide, for example, decide on like wanting to do the business. It goes like this. You decide on using deciding on doing the business, and you use the product. You get a testimonial, right? You try it out for yourself to see how it goes. You go through the testimonial, you talk to people, and then we start recruiting, right? It's always on a 5 basis. But Mask of Austrian goes first for you. Self-care, looking good, feeling good. And if that's working out, my love, do work out. Hey, Nadia. If working out is your thing, perfect. If you don't like doing CrossFit, I don't care. Do Pilates, go for walks, do your 10,000 steps. Hey, Melanie. But I really want you guys to own that your health, nobody's going to buy it for you. Nobody's going to exchange. There's 2 things that you cannot reverse. Is your health and how you feel. Of course, there's finances, but that's another subject for another day. But if you've got those 2 lay out first, and I kid you not, 2023 was the toughest season of my life because of the breakup. I lost my mentor. I thought I was going to do various different things. I thought I was going to get married. I thought that, we had a thriving business. I lost like a lot of legs in my business, recruited the wrong people, etc. Like my business was booming last year. And at some point it was stripped away. And I could have chosen in that moment to be like, oh, it's okay, Olivia. Just cry. Cry for 6 months. Cry for 7 months. You'll be fine. I decided in that moment that I was like, you know what? Regardless of what's going on, I'm still going to show up. Regardless of what's going on, I'm going to focus on what I can control. Can I control the external version of somebody that we've been together for 7 years and we've lived together and does not want to stay with me? No, I can't. So I can't do that. Number 2, can I, what can I focus on? Well, I'm going to have to find a new flat. So I have to find a new flat. Found it in 2-3 days. Like your earrings. Thank you. So I didn't buy them. It's actually a girl. If you want to message me on Insta, her name is, she got this at B&Q, and then she made it into something. I think they were coasters, those things to hold the coffee. And then she turned it into this. And then she sent it to me. She's so cool. And the name I cannot remember for some reason. It's like coming out of my mind. It's probably because I'm hungry and I haven't had anything to eat yet. But yeah, she did this for me. So that's how it's super light. In the midst of, okay, Olivia, I can't focus on my 15 suitcases are right now at my uncle's, but I can live in my 2 suitcases and I'm in Paris. Okay, what can I control right now? Where I can breathe, I can make the most of the time. I can make the most of seeing my nephew, smiling at him and doing various different things. You choose what you want. And I know it sounds hard. Don't get me wrong. It's not easy. Did I cry a lot? Absolutely. Is my heart still in pain? Yeah, I still get those hard, it gets tough, in the streets. But I know that with my faith, it's a undescribable thing when you know that you're meant for more. But because you have compassion on yourself and you can love yourself where you are. It's not easy, Jessica. It's not easy, Athana. It's not easy, Jesseline. It's not easy, Mels, to love yourself, to put yourself first. To say, you know what, with all my brokenness, I still choose to be a kintsugi with the golden metal that we're putting back onto you, sticking you back on with the gold, with the glue. But I still choose me every single day. You're meant for so much more. Thanks, love. I don't believe your heartaches, guys, is meant to break you up. I think it's meant for you to tell a story. It's meant for you to inspire others, because I'm not inspired by Beyonce. I don't like Beyonce. But I'm inspired by Jesseline and her story, from her going to Dubai, traveling all by herself, even though she has chronic illness. And she still went to Dubai for an event, even though right now, in the midst of the darkness, right now, she doesn't know who she is. She still decided to invest in her. Right? I'm still for Kay. It would probably be the same thing. I know I don't really know you, but like whoever's tuning in, and for example, Kevin is a different thing. Same thing. Going from living in Ecuador, to moving to the UK, to doing DoorDash, to working for a 9 to 5, yeah, and then living his dream in photography and all that stuff. Yeah, you knew no one. It's a level of commitment. Most people don't think about it in that way. Absolutely. I'm here to rattle you guys to be able to say, look, if Olivia did it, so can I. If I can open your minds for only just the midst or the glitz of small little thing, and you're like, man, I got it. I can do this. Like, it's not like if Olivia did it, so can I. I will do it. And regardless if it's the 7 people, 4 people, 9 people, 2 people, 1 person. Yeah, Kate, so true. It does not matter. I was even talking to Fraser, the guy, my mentor, who's #1 in network marketing and social media. And I was saying, like, my views on social, on my lives are like super low. And he's like, doesn't matter. Continue. Just like the recession right now, does not matter. Continue learning new skills. Continue being the best. Continue sharpening those skills, because at some point it will come through. I wouldn't have gotten that deal had I not, when I worked years ago for a major fashion brand, had I not stayed in the game. I'm good at what I do because I've practiced in the dark what I've done. Hey, Vid. Hey, Don. You get good at what you do because you've practiced in the dark. You put me on stage, I will crush the stage. I already know we're #1 with the multicultural, multi-ethnics. Like, I see already the people. You do not need to tell me. I know it. But what do you know about your dream? Same as what I told you guys. The next person I meet, I will get married to that person. I know that person is there. You do not need to tell me. But you've got to practice every single day by embracing and evolving the dedication and the hard work and the commitment that every single day you're going to show up. Just like Hustle Harder, Hustle Smarter from 50 Cent, you get better. You fall in love with the process. You fall in love with the nose. You fall in love with, okay, Kiara here is having an amazing life, but I'm not going to compare myself. Kay here is having an amazing life. She got the deal that she wanted, but I'm not going to compare myself to her. Jesseline over there is living her best life with her shells and her cats and her husband, etc., but I'm not going to compare myself to her. Vid over there is living his best life as a chef, but I'm not going to compare myself because this is my lane. And as much as I love looking on the other side and seeing how everybody's doing, and I'm going to encourage you guys, my focus is here. So the first hour in the morning, I want you to protect it with you, protect it with your dreams. And when you go to bed, that's the same thing. Okay, guys, I love you. I appreciate you. Remember to be you, do you. The world does not dictate who you are. It is 9. I have to eat. I don't even know how my chicken is, if it's burnt or if it's not burnt, even the potatoes that I put in. But I really do appreciate you, Kay. Thank you. You're welcome, my love. If any of this resonated, absolutely. TikTok, I'm going to leave the live on Insta, Facebook, and YouTube, so you guys can watch there if you feel free to follow. If you guys don't know, I help the multicultural, multi-ethnic to brand on social media and to earn also at the same time. So if that's 500 euros that you're wanting to make extra, or 1,000 pounds, that's absolutely what I do. Just drop #hybrid. But if that just resonated, and out of all this nugget, there's something in there that you heard, I want you to apply it like right now. This is what great leaders do, is that they hear something and then they apply it straight away. Whatever it is that resonates with you. Okay, guys, love you. Talk to you guys later. Bye.